Hi everyone, day 13 of war. Here we are in Jerusalem. So what can I say? You know, we stay glued to the news, to the alerts. People say, don't watch the news so much, it's not good for you. But how can you not watch the news? This is your country, your children, your homes, your future, the future of the Jewish people. It's really, I feel compelled to know what's going on. I want to know. And I also want to know how much they hate us, because I believe only when we truly understand the threat can we prevent it. And maybe our government became a little complacent, relying on technological defenses rather than an offense. So things are heating up in the north. We have a friend who's out there who sent us a message. It's really, really scary. But, at night I live in terror. I listen, I'm hypervigilant for every sound. I'm always stressed that they coming for me. Everybody I speak to has nightmares and can't sleep for the fear of they, them, the barbarians. It's really terrifying. But then you wake up in the morning and it's sunny, and I went out this morning and beautiful weather, and the kids were all back at school today because this is Jerusalem, so we have less, I guess, sirens, and they decided to send school back. And you hear all the kids and you see the parents dropping their kids off. And I walk past like the flower seller with all these beautiful flowers getting ready for Shabbat, and the fruit seller. But at the same time, I'm thinking I was in a new neighborhood, like not a new neighborhood, I just took a path I don't always take. And I'm like, wow, where would I go if there's an Azakah, a siren? And then I walked up another path and I'm like, they probably have security cameras watching me and wondering why I was just trying to get my steps in. And they're probably wondering, why is this woman walking up here? I'm probably like a target that they focused on. Like everybody's suspicious. Everybody's checking everyone out. I walked past two guys from Bezeq, the phone company. They were Arab. My heart sank. They were probably just fixing the phone. The other thing you notice is how many houses have their shutters in Israel. Everybody has these trisim shutters on their windows. How many of these houses have their shutters down? Basically, the foreigners have left. Those of us who are here, who are foreigners, it's because we have our kids in the army. And of course, there's the Israelis who don't have foreign passports. And of course, there's the idealists and the Zionists. But it does feel like creepy when you see how many places are empty. What else can I tell you? It's those moments when you see the resilience in Israel and you're like, wow, the kids are at school. And then the doubt creeps in and you're like, is our army really strong? Will they be able to ward off the inevitable? And then you start saying, where was God? God wasn't here last Saturday on the 7th. And will he be here? And then you think of all those empires, from the Mamluks and the Ottomans and the Romans and the Greeks and the Byzantines and the Persians and, in more recent times, the British and people who have never been in our favor, and all these great empires have gone. And maybe this is the time that Amalek, in every generation there's an Amalek, and maybe Hamas has to be banished. And this is the way we have to do it. I went to Challah Bake tonight. They make challahs for the soldiers, and we also welcomed more women into the community. Jerusalem has about 30,000 people who've come from the south. 150,000 people from the south alone have been relocated. And there we were, people were singing and the music, and I'm thinking how bizarre this is. We wouldn't even hear an Azakah siren if there was one. Yet there was this old lady who was dancing with all her might. A lady from the south, a lady who's probably seen so much, and she just knows that life has to go on. And you live in the moment. There was a young girl there who had just recently moved up, lost everything, all her friends, and it was her birthday, and they brought out this huge cake and made a huge fuss of her. There was just so many tears in the room. Like, Jewish people are truly incredible, knowing how to celebrate every moment, no matter the stress. So we're actually, after I finish this, we're going to go and move stuff into my friend's place. She's gone back to the US and she has a safe room and we don't have a proper safe room. So that's our activity. We know things are heating up, and while her place is tiny and a little small for us, we just want to be somewhere safe. So guys, counting on those prayers. Please go to whatever rallies they're having to bring back our hostages. Please protest, demonstrations. Please rally your congressman. Do your share. We'll hold fort here.